The recent notable achievement by the Nigerian military couldn't have been possible without a careful reorganization of the major theaters of operations across the country for greater effects. The leadership engagement with government and non-governmental organizations and the synergy with the multinational joint task force recently brought some sanity to the troubled Lake Chad axis, and evidence results could be seen in the recent massive surrendering of hundreds of Boko Haram insurgents.
We have also had key leadership engagements with other stakeholders, because we believe that approaches to peace must be both from the kinetic point as well as the non-kinetic. And so to that extent, we recognize that as an internal security operations engagement, that we need to have key leaders engagement of critical stakeholders to be able to bring some form of awareness, as it were, and if you like, logic and sense, or sense of reasoning to those who will see to have one form of influence or the other within that region.
With the 12 Super Tucanos now on ground and dispatched for operational effectiveness, the military says it continues to procure equipment to give effect to its surveillance capacities, particularly across the nation's territorial waters, while calling on all aggrieved groups and non-state actors across the country to embrace other peaceful options to push out their agitations. The CDS said the shutdown of telecommunications network in some parts of the Northwest is in support of military engagement in the region, as over 450 bandits have been neutralized in the past days that the networks were shut down.
The rescue operations that we've conducted that has led to the rescue of many of those who were abducted is also part and parcel of that action. And it's not just limited to Zamfara State. You also know that Operation Harindaji have oversight of Sokoto, Katsina. So the shutdown is only in Katsina, around in Zamfara, but of course there are overflow that you find in Niger State, as well as even Kaduna, that is fine. Okay.
Meanwhile, all security architecture, government at all levels, and stakeholders are called upon to rejig their energies not only for greater civil-military relationship, but to sustain the ongoing synergy, the result of which is seen in the relative peace across the country.
The other agencies, the DSS in particular, and of course the police, have been very forthcoming in redressing some of these imbalances. And that's the reason why I have periodic meetings with the heads of all the security agencies in order to ensure that there is synergy in action across the entire space. I believe that you would have also observed that the improvements that have come is something that is heartwarming. But because it's not a 0 point yet, then of course we cannot rest on our oars.
The military high command further applauded the continued increase in the budgetary allocations for the defense sector, while assuring the determination of the armed forces towards tackling the emerging proliferation of small arms and live weapons, with the hope of ensuring sustainable peace. Adegboyega Arogbodo, LTV News, Abuja.